Gift to the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback. They'll run here, the former Longhorn with it.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll look to throw.
A short throw pulled in by Kincaid.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. So the completion gets him just a yard, and it's 2nd down.
You talk about this Washington defense.
They were quite formidable in the win over the Eagles a week ago.
I lost count of the number of turnovers that were occurring in that game, right? I mean, I had a clicker going after a while. 5, 6, 7, 8. It was unbelievable. There haven't been that many turnovers or takeaways, however you want to say, in the game since the Reagan administration. This is absolutely unreal.
I was in diapers. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 39.
A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
From Commander's territory now, it's 1st and 10.
At the 39-yard line. They'll look to throw again. This is intercepted. And the Commanders will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Let's go now. Street.
A man who was the Georgia State High School Player of the Year in 2020. Here's Jahmyr Gibbs.
And he'll get this one up to about his 14. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, this defense for the Bills, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain.
Give him 9 on the play, and they're going to have a third down.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
Let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Gibbs. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Daniels looking to throw. A short throw to Musgrave.
And he's brought down short by a yard. It's a 3rd down gain of 4.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
In motion is Gray. That is caught.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation, but they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Here's Daniels. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs.
Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
To throw is Daniels. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. Touchdown number 15 of the year.
And the Commanders use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Bills with a football as we start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10.
He'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first-down gains. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Bills are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And able to get this out to the 25. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Going back to Gibbs on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Throwing now is Daniels. The short throw to Musgrave. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll give him 4 yards there. And now it's 3rd and 3.
That was an okay hookup there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Working out of the gun, Daniels. He's going to let this go for the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Jahmyr Gibbs with career touchdown number 125, moving him into a tie with Walter Payton on the all-time list. And Washington has taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. And not willing to risk a return, this ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down.
It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up second. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Jahmyr Gibbs with career touchdown number 126, the same number Jim Brown had during his 9-year career. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Now for the point after. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Slot man moves right. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
That is caught. Kincaid with it.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The center receiver in motion to the right. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Throwing right, and that's complete. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They'll run on 1st down. Goddard. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far in this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. They'll try to run this one in. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
That's caught. Kincaid for the Bills touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Bills are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. The PAT good. It would draw them closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Just 18 seconds remain till halftime as they come up on 1st and 10. To the air goes Daniels. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Now Daniels. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. This time they stay on the ground. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Let's go.
A final shot before break. Daniels. Flush to his right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Second half about to start. The Commanders have the lead. They'll get it first as we are back underway. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I liked what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
Here's a 2nd and 5. They'll go again with Gibbs. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 99 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. In motion goes the tight end. Gibbs straight ahead. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
A short throw to Musgrave.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
From the 32-yard line now, here's second down at a yard. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
The slot man in motion right. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down.
Here we go, here we go. Go.
Operating from the gun, Daniels.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
Out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts. They'll run with Gibbs.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
At the 60.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the 9-yard line.
Again, it's Gibbs.
No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. So stuff for no gain on 2nd down brings up a pretty interesting 3rd from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away I'm throwing it, but I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, sprint him out to one side or the other, and give him an opportunity. If it breaks down, he can take off and run for it.
And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal. Now on comes the Washington field goal unit. And his kick is right there. It's good, and the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Back to throw.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point.
And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Breaks the tackle, now an alley. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Now Daniel's going to give it up on the touch pass. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
Trap 60, trap 60. Cut 19, go.
Back to throw. Daniels throwing the out route incomplete. That's Gibbs. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Daniels. And this pass caught by Gray. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And he will finally be taken down. But how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the 3rd quarter. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
That's to the tight end, Musgrave. They make a good bit of that yardage back as they're set up in much better shape now for 2nd and goal. Gibbs. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Back to throw. Daniels. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Luke Musgrave with career touchdown number 70. And the Commanders are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away.
And still fighting.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Here's 2nd and 8. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
A short throw pulled in by Kincaid.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw again.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
They'll look to throw again. Being chased out left. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll set up a throw. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now 2nd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
Well, this likely a must-have, 3rd and goal.
He'll look to throw.
That's caught. Kincaid for the Bills touchdown.
A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Bills have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Play action, now it's Daniels. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Rolling to his right. Open man is Musgrave, the tight end. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That's good for 28 yards. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out. I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Here's Daniels. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. From 10 yards out. And the Commanders stretch this fourth quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Washington on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. On play action, they'll throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this one is incomplete.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's caught. It's Coleman. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Now the try here for the point after. And the lead is now 24. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. But probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. Back to throw here. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there. 53 yards. And the Bills get a bit closer. The Bills offense staying out there as they'll line up and go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Just all around a solid performance, and now they've got the 3-score lead here, Charles, so the final seconds of the 4th quarter.
Yeah, in this one, they've been in control.
Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And that is incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense, because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. And Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Commanders, the wins keep coming as this one moves them to 12-3 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Bills, it's a tough blow to their playoff aspirations as they drop to 9-6. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves.
I like salsa, I'm a dancer, you pay fees for my big show, any visa for